Hi guys, today I'm going to be explaining market externalities and kind of what their effect is on the market, how it can create market failure, and just give you some examples of that and hopefully give you guys a better understanding of how they work in economics. So essentially what externalities are is just a side effect that impacts a bystander. So someone who was never intended to be affected by something, and these can be either negative or positive. So a negative externality would be something with a harmful side effect to those bystanders, whereas positive would be a positive effect, so something that benefits them. And some examples of a negative externality would be pollution, because obviously that negatively affects the ecosystem, traffic congestion, because more cars mean that it's just going to be worse for everyone, and noise pollution. Say some construction workers are building something, they don't mean to be bothering the people having a meeting down the road, but they can still hear. So it's just like this accidental side effect. But there are good ones as well. Education, public transportation, and healthcare all benefit people in different ways by either preventing the spread of viruses or just contributing to society in different ways. So when something creates an externality, this can lead to market failure because the market may fail to produce the optimal outcome. So I've included a graph here of what you can see that looks like. We just have negative on the left, right here, and positive on the right, if you can just follow my cursor. Negative externalities increase the marginal cost at social equilibrium, and positive externalities increase the marginal benefit at social equilibrium. And both of these things can lead to the economy not working at optimal efficiency. So that can result in overproduction for negative externalities or underproduction for positive externalities. And so basically the government is going to intervene here a little bit to just try and prevent this and to create the most efficient economy. And they can do this in a few ways. For positive externalities, they'll put in public provision or co-funding, or just basically put in their resources and money to help fund things so that these things that are positively affecting society can do so to the maximum extent, which I've gone ahead and put a picture of right here. You can just see that there's some subsidies going on here to increase equilibrium to maximize the social benefit. And whereas negative, it would be the same thing but backwards. So the government is trying to lower the cost of something or lower the frequency or occurrence or quantity of things, and they can do this by cap and trade systems, all different types of regulations and taxes to make people buy less of an item or something that may be harming the environment, like say putting limits on how much a company can produce something that's harmful to the environment. And then my example of this is just the COVID-19 vaccines, because obviously those create positive externalities to the economy. I've put a few of them here, you can read through them all, but boosting consumer confidence, so people feel better to travel and do whatever they want, and it lowers healthcare costs for other medical needs because vaccines have reduced the number of hospitalizations and other things like that. I've just gone ahead and linked the National Library of Medicine and a graph here as my reference. It improves trade and innovation and all sorts of positive externalities to the economy. So that is my example on positive and negative externalities.